Now, Sally's here. Now, you get up to some very unusual things, but
Always.
this time you've been herding sheep on Hampstead Heath. Is that right?
I wouldn't say herding, probably walking around, trying not to step in sheep doo-doos and trying not to sit on thistles. But yes, I did get close to some gorgeous sheep. If you go down to Hampstead Heath, in a little corner, there are 5 beautiful rare breed sheep which have gone along there to do a bit of specialised grazing. And we had a little catch-up with a few other little creatures as well. Let's take a look.
Tucking into an all-you-can-eat buffet is thirsty work if you're a sheep, and a curious spectacle if you're a dog on Hampstead Heath.
I don't think he's seen a sheep before, so he doesn't know what to do.
Really? Is that because he's a London dog?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah,
Well,
so here's
what do you think? Well, this isn't a sheep,
Go on,
but
bite it, go on.
what do you think?
Back to the animals in question. Sheep were a regular sight on the Heath until the 50s. In recent years, the City of London Corporation have started to bring them back for short spells, such as this week.
Thank goodness, with their woolly coats, they weren't here last week, huh?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
They dodged a bullet there, didn't
exactly,
they?
Yeah.
But why are they here? Tell us.
Okay, so the sheep here are because we're very lucky. This particular area is very rich in yellow meadow anthills.
Oh, right.
And although you can't see them at the moment because they're covered in long grass, that's why the sheep are here.
The sheep are rare breeds from Mudchute Farm, and they graze here carefully without wrecking the anthills. In just a few days, they'll have trimmed the lot.
What is this the equivalent of us getting to eat, Tom?
Well, it's like a big, massive mixed salad buffet. There's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and everything tastes different, looks different. So the sheep will be going around nibbling one particular type of plant, then onto the other, and they'll do that throughout the course of the day.
I've got 2 great facts for you about these gorgeous girls. Now, apparently these breeds are rarer numbers-wise than the giant panda and allotment holders. It's a bit extreme, but you might want to write this one down. They eat thistles. What do you and Bronte make of the sheep here on Hampstead Heath?
Well, I don't want to get her too close, just in case she gets too excited, but look, she looks quite calm at the moment. I think it's great.
But there weren't just interested dogs.
What does your cat think of this then?
I don't know, she's having a look. She's clearly been staring over there. I don't think she's ever met a sheep before, really.
A double fence should ensure that everyone stays on the right side of it. This is a working holiday for these girls, where food is their reward. Little wonder they look so content.
Now to the woolly wanderers that were once a common sight on Hampstead Heath in the 1940s and 50s. But as London became the metropolis it is now, the sheep moved out. But they're back, grazing a section of the parkland in a trial scheme to see if they can improve biodiversity. Wendy Hurrell has the story.
Even for a city pooch, something deep in a dog's DNA will be triggered when on their daily walk they encounter sheep. Though Scruffles the sheepdog was a bit scared of them. Bless him. The ewes are a part of a biodiversity trial on Hampstead Heath, on this small patch of the some 11,000 acres managed by the City of London Corporation.
This area is full of very valuable, in some cases quite old, yellow ant hills. And those are very difficult to manage with sort of conventional machinery. The yellow woodpecker actually feeds on the meadow ants, and that's actually a really important species to have here on site as well.
Once upon a time, Hampstead Heath would have been farmland. Sheep grazed here until the 1950s. And now they're back for a short time.
Well, they've been hard at work all morning. They still have this to clear. They're going to be here all week, and they will be looked after by day by a team of 60 volunteers who are also here to tell passers-by about these sheep, because they really are quite special.
And on loan from Mudchute in East London.
The ladies behind me, the Norfolk Horns and the Oxford Downs, are both numerically rarer than the giant panda, and they are an important part of our agricultural history here in the UK, and their ancestors would have potentially grazed this particular patch of ground on their way down to the markets in London historically before. Being that they are London sheep born and raised, they're used to people, they're used to the occasional dog, they're used to this environment. We see about 16,000 school-aged children a year back at the farm, so they've come here for a week's holiday.
A working holiday, though, as they nibble the plants, smothering the anthills, adding to the microhabitats beneath our feet, while reminding us of a time gone by. Wendy Hurrell, BBC London.